I think what we have to do as mortgage professionals and real estate professionals is help educate the home buyer. There are a lot of buyers that are just uninformed. The standard person that's not in our industry, their information, what they know of home buying is delayed. In other words, if you said, to purchase a $300,000 house, what would that look like? They would more than likely respond with, well, you need $60,000 and you need to have a 780 credit score. When in reality, you can actually buy the house with as little as $9,000 down, which that would probably be equivalent to first, last, and security. And the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance would probably be right around the same as renting, and or better perhaps when you factor in the deductions. And when you think about it, credit scores do not have to be that high. So there is an informational gap there. We must reawaken the American dream. Homeownership has slumped to its lowest levels in 48 years as the percentage of renters and construction of multi-unit complexes to support them continues to climb. Research shows that the economic and social impact of homeownership contributes exponentially greater value to our lives than renting, and finds the cost of ownership can be less than or equivalent to that of being a tenant. So why do, based on our research, an estimated 9.2 million renting adults we believe meet the qualification for homeownership not own their piece of soil? Because they don't know they can.
It's a lack of information.
It's a lack of information. The recession has rattled the very foundation of American life, but for those in the know, it afforded for an extraordinary opportunity to buy low and rent high. I never knew I was in a position to own. That's why I rent and why they rent to me. They've capitalized off the informational gap, and we happily overpay because we don't know any better. A considerable portion of the American people are wrongly under the impression that they lack the resources needed to buy a home. But we found this costly assumption to be unfounded and frankly treacherous, considering the National Association of Realtors chief economist, quote, and you may want to write this down, a typical homeowner will be ahead of a typical renter by a multiple of 45 on the lifetime financial achievement scale. The reality is that the majority of America is better informed on how to finance a mattress than we are a home. It is not difficult to understand how such a substantial proportion of the population is found to have cultivated little to no net worth or savings and are inundated with debt. We accept having to rent the present because we don't know we could be investing in our future. The government has done everything in its power and then some to make homeownership affordable and sustainable because they know just how absolutely imperative it is for the betterment of American life. But if we merely offered freely and educated those 9.2 million Americans in order to reawaken their American dream, we can create 1,000 jobs in every county across the country.
That's impressive, isn't it? Good. Interesting.
Billions in unclaimed tax deductions, savings, and home equity appreciation that should be theirs is being left on the table for the landlords. We must reawaken the American dream. We must invest in ourselves, our family, and our communities. It's our time to educate them to own their piece of soil. We in this room must be the messenger.
Thank you. That was terrific. Thank you. That was 100%. That was good. Thank you again. Okay. Thank you, Matt. Wow.